Nico thinks he can go greedy and pick up that Exort. Are they lacking damage though? I feel like these drafts are so hard to predict around Ursa. But if Ursa's already got nerfed in 7.23a. But here we go. Febi's going to be careful here. Going toe-to-toe with the Razor. Still 34 damage. I mean, that static link. It's not going to steal too much early on. And they're going to scout at the lanes, so Scatty will rotate down. So it looks like they just didn't want the Razor versus the Tiny matchup. And now they're going to trap. Will be sprung, however. Arrow. Next onto Febi. At least they don't find the Luna, however. Febi's going to try and juke out. There's no more juke spot here anymore, unfortunately for you, good sir. You see, with, like I said, the lane's going to get rotated. I believe I mean, you want... Frev's going to take a bunch of damage. Trying to play around with the creep so he doesn't get arrowed. Febi will join him, but... Short duration arrow. Frev, can he run himself away? However, has the ring of protection, but it looks like it's not enough. You see Chemo's roaming, trying to find Couriers. It looks like he will be able to get this one. Demonstrate just not aware. Easy snipe. Doink.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
I believe it's down, not for too long. Yeah, a minute 10 from Febi, however. Forced to pop the double leap for the bounties. Triple, actually, in fact. And now with the arrow. Will connect. It is only level 1. It's going to go for a TP out. Febi. Just going to give him a little bit of the right clicks. And now, meanwhile, Palos as well. Frev with the toss. Finds a solo kill. What can he do? Ooh, it's going to dive this. Have the open wounds. Meanwhile, Luna's actually going to die off to the side here. Arrow's going to fly, but Febi will be able to eat this up. And now with Cold Snap, Zemistry underneath the tower. Nico unable to find the kill, but Zemistry will pay the consequence. And meanwhile, on the Shrine as well, Pylo Die is going to get chased down. They got the bonus static damage. Py's going to try and go for the deny, but not much he can get out from there. First time, they are ready and waiting. Fragile. It's going to get scouted out here. The dust will get dropped, but Dire in the area. Arrow, Febi, nicely played. He's going to eat the arrow and he'll be fine. He's going toe-to-toe. The Rage is on cooldown. Nico doesn't have many abilities to spam out, unfortunately, so Febi's going to be fine. So it looks like the experience going through. So they also give the Iron Talon over to the Luna. But in the meantime, Bounty Hunter dive a little bit too far here. Kinetic Field. Can they hold in place for long enough? Glimpse doesn't have enough mana, but I mean, still a little way away from the Yasha, but getting the core is pretty big. Fragile now level 6 as well, so there we go. Surprised he doesn't just try and steal the gold from the Janata. Meanwhile, top lane, Glimpse is going to be there. They will be able to find the Razor. Highlight Diet. Looks like they might try and put pressure on the tower. They still have the ultimates as well. Pi can get the Glimpse back. Can he get in range for the kinetic field? Still on cooldown, but it's going to come back up now. It looks like Razor will end up falling. I need a call forward trap. Nico. EMP is going to fly. Scatty will lose everything. Arrow connects on Zemistry, however, he's got to be careful, but Febi's just going to stick around. Look at this man. A protective bodyguard. Zemistry, he's got his own bouncer out now. Anyone that moves forward is going to push him back, and Forever with the toss. Nico. Where's the detection coming through? Looks like he will be fine. A rotation coming through from Zemistry. Solon 72 damage. He's got a pipe as well with double brace, so he's very tanky, but Fred, a nice rotation from him. Razor's going to try and man fire, but unable to find Febi. And now Bounty Hunter on the side as well. Uaceptor on him in place. Nico's going to try and rotate over, but he can't keep his support alive. Fragile looks like he's going to end up getting chased here to the ends of the earth, or will he? Palos with the rotation. Frev, he might have overstepped the mark here. A nice disjoint. Needs a couple more right clicks. He's going to get them out. And now with the Tornado EMP combination, we're going to get a buyback coming through. Frev out of mana, but he's still so tanky. He's got the win. That wind lace for the movement speed. Magic Wand still waiting as well off to the side. However, they will find the life still. But here comes Scatterlicious with the Eclipse. They're going to find Fragile. A dieback for him. And now Nico off to the side as well. Kinetic Field's going to hold him in. He dropped a GG branch. But the vision is just not going to be blocked there. Zemistry, a quick blink forward. They've got the vision. And they bring him down. Now, they're not done just yet. Quick glimpse back, Palos. Uaceptor not going to be able to protect him. And meanwhile, Kinetic Field holds him in place as well. Kim on the high gun for Rev, trying to do all of it, but it's just not enough. They will shrine up. Zemistry with the blink forward as well. Will have the 4 points in the scream. Is it going to be enough? Zemistry, very push forward. Looks like he will be fine. Able to back off here. Kinetic Field, just protective. The bounty ends, we see a lot of teams making rotations. Actually, Razor away from the rest of his team. Nico with the EMP and the Deafening Blast as well. There's not a lot they can do. Protection with the Disarm, but is it going to be enough? Forever off to the side. Palace going to get control. Still incredibly tanky. They find the Razor. Dire unable to keep him alive. And now with the Glimpse back, however, Palace can try and go toe-to-toe with Forever. But meanwhile, Zemistry, there's just no lockdown for the Queen of Pain. He's able to blink forward. And there's just nothing they can do. And now Forever's going to be able to find this Ven as well. Still very tanky. Can they protect him? However, just the supports, it feels like there's nothing they can do on Dire to keep these cores alive, and now Fragile's going to get caught out as well. So you see, I mean, Invoker, he was forced to get in the middle of it all. Once the open wounds back up, still cooldown for a very long time. So it looks like Radiant, they're going to back off. They will instantly smoke. Chemo's going to get scouted here. Do they have the burst potential? Kinetic Field's going to be able to leap away, but in the meantime, Razor's going to get caught out. A quick glimpse back. Sven on the back line. Nice stun's going to connect onto 2. The Rage will be able to protect Febby for a little while longer. But meanwhile, Zemistry on the back line. It might have dove a little bit too deep here. Your Scepter will be able to purge off that cold snap, but he's going to be fine. Drops the Static Storm. Tornado is going to be off the mark, however. Meanwhile, down bot, what do we got? Your Scepter into the arrow, but Tornado, a little bit misexecuted there, but it doesn't matter. They've got the damage. All they need is one lockdown, one arrow onto Zemistry, and they find the kill. Second death for the Queen of Pain. They might try and fight on the high ground. Zemistry, he does have buyback. Luna as well with the Infest. I mean, this hero, 2900 HP, 550 movement speed as well. They're going to glimpse back Teemo. And I mean, Dire, they're still in the area. Arrow onto the mark, but what do you do, man? This Luna, he doesn't give a damn. And they're going to Eclipse, they're going to run up the high ground here. Dire, do you really want to take this fight? A Hurricane Pike to push them away, but the Kinetic Field holds Palace in position here. And meanwhile, off the side, Bounty Hunter's going to get caught. Scatty going to try and close the distance here. He's got the Rage as well. Glaives bouncing around on the back line. Palace forced to pop that BKB defensively. I'd probably imagine gets rid of the 1 just for the minus armor as well. They might try and find the Luna here, but the Rage is going to be able to protect him. Meanwhile, Forever up on the side. They find the Bounty Hunter. A lot of damage coming through for the Sonic Wave. Eclipse is going to get dropped as well, but in the meantime, Tiny, that's not really the hero you want to go on. Forever's incredibly tanky. He's going to draw out this fight. Mirana caught inside the Kinetic Field, and it's going to be enough damage to bring him down. Now, Razor as well. The open wounds for the movement speed slow. Febby, can he get inside this Luna? With that Spirit Vessel, is it going to be enough? The Rage, and now Scatty's going to be able to run himself away long as well. I mean, it's a free BKB. So we might see him go... I don't actually think Scatterlicious needs a BKB this game. There's not a lot of magical damage coming through. They're going to try and kite them out. Roshan's not down just yet. They got to be careful, man. Scatterlicious, pretty low on mana, the only issue. They don't have a shrine, unfortunately for them, but it looks like Dire... They're going to try and take this fight, however, Fragile off to the side. There is a Sentry Ward dropped. A lot of space, however, pretty tanky with the Hood. Roshan, 1200 HP, falling incredibly low here. They got to do something. Eclipse, ready and waiting. Actually, still on cooldown. Apologies, Scalylicious. They're all inside the pit with the Static Storm. Look at the Sonic Wave. It's going to push it back, but Razor is able to get the Aegis. It doesn't matter. A 2-man Stormhammer. Palace is going hand with the Cleave. They're doing so much damage right now. Scalylicious with a 4-star forward, and now with the Kinetic Field, it's going to be able to protect them. Arrows off the mark, and now Nico off to the side. He will at least have the Shrine. Zemistry is going to have enough. Avalanche, quick toss as well with a buyback coming through. They need to try and disengage here. Aegis did get claimed for that Razor. Pi will still fall, however. 10-second cold snap. So the 10 talent stayed the same. The cold snap cooldown changed. Meanwhile, mid lane, they're going to be able to blow up the Disruptor. Highlight Die can't drop the Static Storm. Meanwhile, off to the side as well. Nico's going to be fine, and now Forever in the middle of it all here. Avalanche on cooldown. Zemistry with the pushback thanks to the Sonic Wave, but the arrow... No, my lord. The Aghanim's... What a save, man. Febby, the player. That Rage Infest. Another Razor. He's going to get brought back with the Glimpse. Nicely played. A buyback from Pylite Die, and they're not done just yet. Looks like T1 going to try and catch them out here. No one, considering they're going to mana burn. They can probably turn on the high gun. Meanwhile, Palace off to the side. Can he get the blink? However, stun's only going to be on 1. This will be a dieback for Pi. It looks like they're going to be fine. That Infest cast range. What can they find out of this? They're going to walk up the high ground potentially. Instead, they'll turn their attention to Nico instead. He doesn't have a BKB to protect him defensively. It's 4-star, but they do have the ward on the high ground. Nico's going to try and follow up, but a two-man static storm is going to be able to run outside of this, however, so Pylite die. Unable to catch two, but they're going to try and take this fight, however. Palos, BKB still ready and waiting. He's going to pop it now, but Nico off to the side is going to get brought down with the Sonic Wave as well. It's going to push them back. Palos is going to control, but where's the damage output? It's going to turn his attention for Red, but it's just way too tanky. There's not a whole lot they can do. Scandalicious with the Force Staff is going to stop the static link, but in the meantime, they still find the Tiny. A buyback coming through is going to try and rejoin this fight, and off to the side as well. Zemistry with a quick blink forward, but Palos, he's got the life still. He's going toe-to-toe, but now without the BKB, where's the control? It's just not enough. Scandalicious, it doesn't matter. He's able to go toe-to-toe with the Sven, and now off to the side as well. Zemistry, a nice blink away. Tornado will be on the mark. Can Fragile finish up the kill, however? Looks like he can. Janada has much damage onto towers now. Of course, they did reduce it just because you don't have a certain amount of damage from the tree. You have this just constant ability to be able to right click, but Force Staff down. Scatty's in a bad position, however, with a toss away. Stops the static link. Force Staff aggressively as well. I feel like Radiant kind of want to back off here with this Ven respawning forever. This could be a dieback as well. Static Storm, protectively with the Cataclysm as well. Tiny, a nice cheese, going to be able to keep him alive a little while longer. Palace with the blink forward on the back line. They bring him down with the BKB, the Alacrity as well. They're going to try and chase him more. A Sonic Wave. Palace already used that BKB. Scatterlicious as well. Lifestealer, a nice glimpse to protect him. It has like, when you use the ring, it's got the same animation as, well, I should say the same effect as a mechanism. Tornado into the setup. Arrow just off the mark, however, but they find the Tiny. Frev's going to be careful, however. With the Rage, is going to be able to keep him alive, however, but it's not on Scatterlicious. He's going to be careful. Razor still diving pretty deep. They've got the glimpse. He's gone way too far. Now Pi is going to wait till he gets dragged back the full distance here with the Static Storm. Razor gets caught out. Level 30, I mean, getting all the talents, but I think it's going to be very difficult to hit level 30, man. Audrey. Baby nicely played. Jumping out with the Rage, going to be able to keep T1 alive. Does Scotty. Going to be careful, however. Hex is going to be there. They hold the Razor. Looks like a quick blink away. They want to disengage with the Aegis being reclaimed, but die. They're not done just yet. A glimpse back. Palace with the BKB. A blink forward is going to be able to find the Tiny. A Force Staff defensively. Is it going to be enough? However, Sonic Wave. They're pushed into the Static Storm as well, but Frev is going to right click down. A toss onto the high ground. Now Palace, he doesn't have to blink. Zemistry as well with the Fear is going to push them back into the Avalanche. 3-man. And what can actually die do? They're all falling incredibly with the BKBs. They're going to get kited. Palace, a Stormhammer. Lifesteal. Can he get the Rage off in time? However, the Cold Snap's going to hold him in place, but looks like there's not enough. And now Palace is going to get controlled. A quick blink forward. They're going to toss him back as well, and Sven, he gets caught out. That's the issue we spoke about with the Sven, is that you get kited if you can't burst heroes down throughout your God Strength and your BKB. Then Radiant just kite you out. And now Sven has buyback, but he doesn't have God Strength and he doesn't have BKB. And now Razor's going to get obliterated as well. A Glimpse actually going to be able to protect him here with the Cataclysm Tornado setup. They're going to be careful. Scatterlicious taking way too much damage here, but he will have the life still coming through. He's going to try and man fight. A Force Staff is going to be enough. Howard Tiny's going to eat the arrow. It looks like on the high ground he's going to get brought down with Alacrity as well. Power's doing so much right click damage, but he's still going to be careful. The Glaives are bouncing around on the back line. A buyback coming through. Radiant still sitting on the high ground. Life still? Surely, right? We're going to try and siege here. Febby with the Rage. Just going to jump out. We'll jump back in Scotty afterwards as well. Nice Hurricane Pike. He's going to push them back, and they're going to be fine for the wraparound. Where's the Vision? They're grouping up. They've got to be careful. They drop the ward. A quick blink forward. They're going to try and burst the Disruptor down with the arrow. Should be enough lockdown, but the Sonic Wave isn't enough to push him back. The Cataclysm as well. Forever off to the side. Razor's on top of him. Up to the north as well. Febby going toe-to-toe with Paloff, and now with the BKB on cooldown. Deafening Blast is going to be enough. They get the disarm, but meanwhile Razor is still going toe-to-toe. Forever able to bring him down, but the toss charges just controls the Razor. Night Vision, he gets 450 with that. That's really nice right now. They're going to have it for another 25 seconds here. Can't fear up anyone. But they will be able to get the Rage defensively. Nico off to the side as well. He's going to pop the BKB. Hex is off to the side. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain is going to get controlled, so they burst him down to the side of the fight, but a buyback coming through. They still have the Shrine forever as well. A quick toss away. Another one as well. They're controlling on Palace with the BKB on cooldown now. Meanwhile, Pylite die. Can he get away, however? Razor just constantly hot on the tower, but looks like it's not enough. A Sonic Wave's going to push him back, but Razor gets caught out. And now with the BKBs on cooldown, Dire, they got to disengage. Zemistry we'll be able to find the Hex Worm far. Toss is going to close the distance. Now, what more can they find? Zemistry's going to try and catch more on the backline, but it's just not enough. They've all disengaged here. And this is just what it feels like. Dire, if they don't burst heroes down throughout their BKBs, they'll just get controlled. Anyone? Oh, they have Vision, actually. Now, Fragile's just going to get caught out here. Nicely played, Pi. The Disruptor power, being able to find these heroes. Aghanims, they're able to disrupt them, man. We'll be able to find them. Rage coming through in the meantime as well with the toss up. They have the Lotus Orb. Is it going to be enough? However, Hex off to the side. Sven's going to get controlled. Scatty will be fine, however, he's got that rage. They're going to think about turning now. Arrow off to the side. Cataclysm as well. A lot of damage on the Tiny. He's going to get obliterated here. So they find for Rev. They might try and take this fight out. They still have Static Storm. They're going to turn it. Won't connect on anyone. Zemister on the back on the feet. It's on to 4. Scatolicious now as well with the Eclipse. Is going to get dropped in the backline. With the BKB, is going to be able to keep them alive defensively. But in the meantime, Mirana still gets brought down. But Tiny, he's back from the grave. A buyback coming through, but this could be a dieback. A quick change going to be able to keep him alive. Sven will be forced to buy back here if he wants to help the team out here. Nico, a quick BKB. Meatball as well to use this defensively to push them back here, but it doesn't matter. And now Chemo. I mean, that Meatball just trying to deal with the creeps. But they're still up right now. Nice Lotus Orb. Palos. He's going to be fine. He does have the status resistance. Scotty. Lower mana. But a toss forward doesn't connect. However, on the Sven, Hex is going to be there. But it's still so tanky. I mean, in the Infest, he's got the bonus HP. And now off to the side, they're going to be able to find the Razor. A dieback for him underneath the T4 towers as well. T1. They can just dive this. Look at the glaives. They know they're in a really good position right now. How to die, take these fights, because Palos, he can't get in the middle right now. Forced to put the treads in the backpack, but he's going to get kited through this. The Hex is going to be there. BKB still on cooldown, but it doesn't matter. They just beat into the throne. T1. They melt through it.